Catchy little number. We have our composer of this in the back.
Welcome, everybody. Why is that nasty? Welcome to the Outhouse podcast, where we talk shit
About shit.
about shit.
Let's talk that shit.
Tonight,
And with us,
we have the lady, the lovely lady, the goddess,
to cure my chip
the
fetish.
detox goddess.
I really don't have one.
Oh, man.
Part of the act.
Yeah.
It was.
Okay.
So remember, kids, the views and opinions expressed by the individuals in the following program do not necessarily reflect those of the Outhouse podcast,
I know that's right.
the affiliates, or even its guests. It's all jokes. We're here for entertainment. Calm down.
Woo.
Ow!
Okay.
Here we are.
And if you hear some noises in the background, it's all right. It's Miss Lady's kid back there just having a ball. It's the
And our
first
kids.
time he's been here, and he's like, oh, wow.
The
Yeah.
music
He
is-
sees all the lights and all
He's
the
doing
good
great,
stuff.
though. He's
Yeah,
doing
he's doing
great.
really good.
You know what? I hate doing this, but I'm going to take my phone out. I got to turn the Wi-Fi off. It always helps with the signal.
Oh, yeah. I got to turn. I did mines, but I'm going to go
I'm getting better, Tom.
see
You
the
have to admit.
comments.
Yeah.
I want to see that green, and it's green. I mean,
Yeah,
that's,
only for a minute.
that's what they call good mojo. No, she's got that energy.
good
I'm
mojo.
Good,
show.
good. I hope so.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I've been saying it now ever since I saw your Monday morning motivational thing that
Ooh.
she has such a great energy. That's going to be such a fun night. So welcome.
Boys in there.
That Monday morning.
The
Ooh.
lady.
Yes. Thank you for having me.
Welcome. Oh, remember, one more thing. Our proud sponsors at Gattuso's 1300 Market Avenue,
Yes.
Sparta Lounge at 1101 12th Street Northwest, and Plant It Art at 1524 Fulton Road. And remember, if you say the F word, the quarter goes in to the Cuss Bank for the humble creatures at 3123 Cleveland Avenue Northwest.
Oh.
So this thing's almost full, guys. We're gonna
Not
go
bad.
in there.
Tom, you did it. Well, we
I
popped
should have
up.
brought my bag of quarters just in case.
Yeah. I gotta keep me a thing
Well, you
there.
got.
I'd have to have my readers on.
Yeah.
And that's the boys behind us playing. Oh, I didn't get my clicker to let them know if we're looking at them or not.
Hey, is she able to
I
switch
like that.
over and just surprise them?
Yeah.
Miss Z, our producer Z Mills is over there.
I tamed the light a little bit.
That's
So it'd be better if I had the light turned on because I...
Sights.
Hold on, let me grab this
Oh, I love that
clicker.
picture.
I'm glad we did this.
Yeah, brighten them up a little bit.
I am very excited. I was absolutely correct. The energy you bring to the set is amazing and contagious. And we were talking out there, and it was really good.
Yeah.
And I
They're
can't
still light.
wait
Now
to
they
see
know they're on.
where we go with this evening's conversation.
So there's our background music. Our sons right there jamming.
The boys, Jimmy and Alex.
Yeah.
Al decided to play my Ibanez today.
I am not surprised. He seems to really be attracted to that guitar. And I surprised Jimmy, man. He came to the door like totally no clue I was coming, man.
I didn't either.
Yeah,
I
I
kind of was like, I told them guys, I said, did Ed bring a guest? Because I think he had somebody with him.
Yeah, just Jimmy. I surprised him. He had no idea I was coming, and I went to his back door and I banged it like 5-0, man. Boom, boom, boom. I shook the whole frame. I started hitting all of his doorbells and stuff, trying to set off the ring and everything, and he peeked out real slow, and I went, and smiled at him.
All right,
Come on.
They look like you want to
best.
play all night.
Yeah, they'll play some really
Ready.
interesting stuff behind us. It's always good.
I love it.
But yeah. So,
What's going on, fellas?
what's going on?
How y'all
What's
feeling?
going
We're
on?
feeling real
What's
good.
going on?
Okay.
I'm glad
Okay.
you made it.
Yes.
Had a little bit of
Almost-
confusion there for a
yeah.
minute, but
Almost
we
didn't
worked
come
that
to
out.
That's right.
I'm very glad.
Yeah. And you're very
Absolutely.
close. I will be back. I will be back if you'll have me.
We will definitely have you back.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see
We ain't
where-
even started yet.
Yeah.
That's right. Where the conversation ultimately goes tonight. I know we never ask a lady how old she is, and we always do, but I'm going to try really hard not to just directly ask that question.
I'm a good age. I'm a good age. We just gonna say that.
Baby fresh.
Right.
Baby fresh. She's still baby fresh.
Yeah. It'll be like that sometimes. It's good to be the baby.
This is going to be fun tonight. Where did you graduate? How about that one? Can you tell us that one?
You know what? I graduated when I was 16.
Oh,
Nice.
you're highly intelligent, huh?
Look at you. Look at you.
That's right. Are you a bookworm?
I probably wormed my way out them books a little bit, but possibly just a little bit.
That's
Just
good.
a little bit.
That's good.
Yeah. But I graduated from Alliance High School.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I wouldn't have guessed that. And
No?
I can't tell you why, but that would not have been my first guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
That wouldn't have been it. The lady from Alliance.
I know, right? Don't tell nobody else.
So you got this wicked solution that cleanses your body then that you
I
make?
do.
You're jumping right into the
It's like a
deep end.
tea, not a wicked solution.
It
I
is.
said-
It
I
could be.
retract that statement.
Yeah, it is a
It's
wicked.
wicked
it's-
because it goes in and gets rid of the bad shit.
get it out. I'm trying to tell you. So the best thing about it is it's only 9 herbs, no laxatives, no caffeine.
I like herbs.
Yeah, yeah.
I like herbs.
Nothing that's gonna harm you or make your system be like, "Ugh, what is that?" You
Right,
know?
nice.
But it's all natural, comes in different flavors, and it cleanses your upper and lower intestines, your kidneys.
Yeah, I need a little bit of that.
your
I got some of that
colon.
stuff
Look,
I seen in your
wasn't right.
video, that Thanksgiving stuff from last year, still sitting there.
Man.
Yep.
It'll stick right in.
I'm
there.
working on it. I tell you, a lot of my problem is sugar.
Yeah.
And before it was, I drank a lot of Dr. Pepper, man. I was
Oh.
bloated like crazy, and I cut that out, and I got down, but I'm still stuck on lemonade
See.
and sugar in my coffee. The sugar's the worst thing for anybody, man. That is poison.
Are you
boy.
drinking your water though?
Ooh, I do drink water.
How much water?
Not enough.
See.
When I was a stagehand, I drank way too much because we'd be setting up shows and there's just water laying everywhere.
Oh, okay.
So I drink it like crazy. But now that I
Drink it like it was
work in a
water.
music shop and I sit on my butt all day, huh?
I almost
I
said
said you
that.
drink it like it was water.
Yeah, I do. I did. I drank it like it was water, boy. It was hot up there
Was
at
I reading your
Blossom.
mind, lady?
Yeah.
Was
Yeah.
I reading your mind
You
just
was
then?
reading it. You went right through it like, let me get that. Let me get that. But yeah.
I didn't even hear him.
We
I was
might be
too
good.
busy talking.
We might be good on like one of them Jeopardy games. They better not get us on the same side on one of those. We kick everybody's ass.
Be eyeballing. Like, you read me. You got it. You got it.
Were you a good student in school?
Possibly.
Did you? What did you study? What did you like when you were in like let's say high school?
English.
Ah, nice. Were you a writer or a reader? Nice. She cut out Tom
Yeah.
just then. There she is. Okay.
Yeah,
that's
I was a
me,
writer.
Nice. Okay.
I love to read, but I was a writer.
You know, I
Yeah.
just I'm in between housing right now, and I've been minimizing. I'm doing a roomy set. I'm letting it all go and seeing what remains, and my writing remains, and my art, and I'm amazed at how much writing I've managed to hang on to and save in the years since I've started collecting it. You know,
Yeah.
because I used to just throw it away most of the time. I thought it was vanity to keep it if I wasn't using it for something,
Yeah.
and
Lightweight, a hoarder, huh?
right, you know what I'm right.
You got to looking like, wait a minute.
Oh man,
I'm
moved.
supposed to be doing this.
That's right. That's right. When I had cancer, I started looking for cures, and that's why I was so excited. I'm getting ready to do a massive overhaul of my lifestyle. I'm going to give up the pain meds that I've been on since the kidney cancer and the surgery and everything, and I'm going to be doing a detox.
Yeah.
And I'm really curious of how we can talk about that.
Yeah. That's whew, getting off pain meds is something different. Like I said, you gotta be mentally ready for that.
Yeah.
Because it's taking something that you've been attached to. It's beyond an addiction. You know what I mean? Because
Maintenance is what I call it.
Man,
Where you're functioning but not living.
it's almost like a lifeline
Yeah.
that you want to kick. You want to just let it go because
Yep.
you know what I mean? You want to bring back the life within yourself, but that's different. You ready?
I am.
Yeah.
I did it in 14, and I was a younger man then.
Yeah.
And it was only for a year, and this time around it's getting closer to 4. And I remember how brutal it was that first 7 days. There's just no way around it.
Yeah.
Your body's dependent on these chemicals, and when you give them the boot,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, boy.
Yeah.
ow.
No joke.
Yeah.
I apologize now because I already know that 30 days, 30 days. And I'm not sure how it's going to play out, but I'm really hoping to do something inpatient because it really hurt last time.
Don't make me be a 3-legged asshole with 2 legs.
Well, we've talked
Don't
about
do
that
it.
subject on here a lot, and it just, I don't know. I'm ready. I'm ready.
That's good.
And I'm excited about it, and I'm really glad it's very apropos, like we said before we came on the air, that our energies just brought us together tonight, lady.
Yeah.
The lady
Right on.
is here. So what's in this specialty of yours that I keep hearing
I was
about?
about to bring us back around.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
I was going to say we got off there with the water thing.
Yeah. So it's 9 herbs: persimmon leaves, papaya, marshmallow leaves.
I used to drink
Now
papaya
believe.
juice when I was a kid all the time,
Ooh.
boy. My grandparents hooked me up.
Got you hooked on it. Look,
Yeah.
it was an attachment. Like, yes, I need it.
That
Why
shit
you
is
stop
good,
drinking
too,
it?
boy.
Got older, got
Grandparents
hard-headed.
passed away and just quit drinking. I don't know why. That
Yeah.
is pretty stupid because I love that shit, man. It was
Yeah.
good.
It's all when it's good, when the healthy stuff is good, it's like we take it for granted.
Mm-hmm.
And we be like, oh, we'll get back to it.
Right.
Let me drink this other juice.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's
Got caught up
readily
in that
available.
Dr. Pepper, boy.
Yeah, you need.
I'm gone off that now. I don't
Is there
good.
any sugar
Like I
in
said,
it?
now I'm in the damn
sugar.
lemonade.
No sugar.
No. Other herbs is myrrh, chamomile, ginger, holy and blessed thistle. So it's a lot of different herbs that work on different parts of the body.
Is this
Helps
like a
you.
hot tea
You
or
can
a
drink
cold
it
tea?
hot, you can drink it cold, you can drink it flavored. I have an older crowd between like 60 and 75. They drink it like a hottie toddy.
Ah.
Nice.
Yeah. So I have the younger crowd between 30 and 55. We're just gonna say that, even though there's a middle in there, but we're just gonna break it down to younger and older, right? But they drink it with different flavors. So you can add anything you want to,
Right.
add no sugar.
There you
Right,
go.
right.
And it's good. It's real good.
I can't wait to see where this conversation goes. Did you have an interest in chemistry when you were in high school or anything like that?
No, mine was biology. I like to.
Got them frogs open, huh?
How you know?
You get to see them guts.
Yeah, that's it. When I was younger, I wanted to be an open heart surgeon.
Oh, it's amazing. So the sight of
Yeah.
blood doesn't bother you?
No.
Did you make it to anatomy? Because that's where I drew the line.
So that means
Yeah.
don't mess around
did.
with her. She'll bust you in your mouth and draw that blood, boy.
That's great. So you made
That-
it to
Shane
anatomy?
skirt.
Yeah, but not deep in there. Not deep in
Okay.
there. Yeah, when I was younger, it's a little touch and go for me.
Okay.
As I got
Okay.
older, I got into the nursing field. I worked in the nursing field for 14 years.
Are you kidding me? You're an RN.
No, not an RN.
Okay.
No.
LPN?
LPN, medical assistant,
Nice.
phlebotomist,
The real
EKG tech,
soldiers
STNA.
Look
of
at
the
you.
front lines.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Look at
Yeah.
the state of you.
Yeah, right?
I don't want to make broad generalizations, but I've been dealing with blood cancer since I was 19 and nondescript, which makes you a very unique number.
Yeah.
And a lot of weird things happen with it. And I love all the nurses because a lot of times some of the doctors have very little time for you. I'll just say it
Right,
that way.
right.
The doctors
They
can
got
be
time for that money.
Yeah, they
That's what
don't
they got
really.
time
A
for.
lot of doctors, I don't even want to say a lot. There are some doctors
Right.
who just don't have like bedside manners.
I agree.
They don't know how to understand,
Connect.
give sympathy for
Empathy.
they don't know how to just connect with that patient, that person, and it's all about $1, and that's it.
Man, when you have to go there regularly, that is such a disconcerting
family.
feeling to feel like
we
a piece
family
of meat.
now, yeah.
Right.
And when I see you on a regular basis and I'm
Right.
calling you by your first name,
Right.
I don't say Mr. or Mrs. last name.
Right.
I'm saying, hey, I'll give you the Miss Angela. You know, you bring me Christmas
Right.
cookies. You
Right.
know,
Right.
when we get close, we family.
Right, right.
But the doctors, they kind of skip over that part.
Sometimes.
And they're so busy. And I understand, you got a lot of people that you got to see in a short amount of time.
Right.
and
That's
you're
right.
trying to give everybody the same attention.
Right.
But you're not
They
trying
can't
to
get
get too
personal
attached.
anymore.
Yeah, and personal. They can't do that. So,
Right.
And then, you know.
Which is the opposite of what you want of a doctor.
Exactly.
And then you have HIPAA,
Yeah.
because there are some weird things that come in there, and then there's just a lot of weird things. I noticed and I just had this conversation the other day that we call them lobbyists, but like they have those same type of folks that work for the pharmaceutical industry, and it was so weird because I noticed these guys coming in nice, very high-end suits with luggage. And I was like, who are these folks? And then in a very short amount of time, it was just a normal thing, it seemed like. And it was just so bizarre to know that they are getting enticed with things that we will never, ever, ever be privy to.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like. And I was like, wow, that's really
I
wild.
don't know if my headphones are-
And when you're regularly there, I don't know. I'm at a point now where I just wanted, I've talked to my doctor I've been with for a very long time about going that other way, and he's excited for me because I'm already,
excited.
Done
I'm excited.
a lot of the hard work already, and I know what to expect. And as long as I just keep my chin up, I can come down on the other side again. I'm gonna do it
You
one
got
more
this.
time. One more time. One more time.
That's
Ow!
about time.
So, where do we get this fantastic product of yours?
That's right. And how much is it?
So you actually can get it. I can pre-make it for you, and it's very simple to make. It's just like brewing tea, and then you let it steep for 8 hours, right? So I make it in different flavors.
Like making some tea.
Today I have like strawberry lemonade, pineapple passion fruit, mango, and then or you can get it. I have some people who just want it as tea bag because that's
Right.
how it comes,
Right.
and they want to make it.
Make it themselves,
Yeah,
right?
so I ship all over the country, and some people are just like that. Don't make my stuff. Send it to
Right,
me. I'll
right.
make it.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
Most
hey.
people are lazy, and they're like, make it, flavor it.
Just
Give
send
me
me the
some free
drink.
stuff. Yeah, give me all the pamphlets. Like you get all the little glitz and glam, different things that I put
Right.
into the package to make it an experience. Because most times, it does help you lose weight, right? But it's
Absolutely.
actually the waste
right.
that's inside
all
your
the
body.
byproduct.
All that's why
Because your
people go
body
get that
absorbs
colon
all the
cleanse.
good shit, and what's
Yeah.
left is nothing. It's
that
all the
gunk.
bad.
Yeah, everything just sitting on your colon lining and your stomach and
You
your
got that
esophagus.
McDLT that's in that part right there from 82.
Right, no doubt.
Just holding on
Never
to you. You
digested.
gotta let that shit go.
That's right. This drink will get rid of, bust that loose. You'll be
Nah,
in there and you'll be
we
like,
got-
Man,
it
I'm
wasn't-
telling you.
It wasn't until the 90s when
Close
they
that
stopped
door.
using real meat. That's when it started sticking in there.
Man, and
First
let's not
they
They
even
started
talk
using
about
that
the meat
kangaroo
now.
meat. I know. I just watched a thing on YouTube where they was showing this dude got a package of printed beef. And he cooked it up and ate it. And I was just like, wow. And I've noticed, I was telling them guys several times I've noticed that the boneless chicken breasts everywhere around here now, when you used to cut into them, they was nice, good ass
Juicy.
chicken breasts. And now they're real stringy looking.
Yeah.
And that's how that printer does it, man. And if it don't have a bone on it, bro, I ain't eating it.
Eating the meat.
I am
Stop
not eating
doing
it if it doesn't
And
have a bone. Trust me.
even if it does, they can make those too. If they can make a seed,
I don't know.
if
It's-
they can make an
yeah,
apple, if they, you know what I mean?
I got to have my meat,
seedless
but-
watermelons kind of freak me out a little bit right now.
Seedless
because
anything freaks me out.
Right.
It's like, why are you trying to keep it from us?
Stop it from reproducing.
And most of
You
the
remember
time, the
when there
seeds
used
is
to
the
be
ones
like
that have all
cherry
the
and berry
shit in 'em.
and apple trees.
That's
and
right.
If they would have that on every corner,
Right.
just imagine
Encourage
nobody
them.
They
would
don't
ever
want
be
that.
hungry.
That's right.
That's why they put pine trees everywhere.
That's right.
That's
attention.
a thing that other people don't realize when these guys do all that strip mining and go in and cut out all them forests. Then they say, "Oh, well, we're gonna redo it," and they come in and
Yeah.
plant all these pine trees.
It
Well, that
changes
it won't
things.
work, man, for the animals. There was nut trees and all kinds of other shit that they cut down, and now they're planting trees that wasn't even native to
There.
where that place is.
You're right.
Exactly.
And there's a lot of that going on.
There's
And-
a lot
and-
of a lot of things
stuff
going on.
Yeah.
Baby. That's right.
I'm just
Stop
saying.
reading my mind there, baby.
It's so much going on. You can't even keep up anymore.
You can't.
You can't.
Down is up and up is down. Do you meditate? You know, like I said, I
I
really like
have
your
to.
energy. You're a helpful soul. You're a nurse, and now you're helping people with this. I can't wait to see where else we go.
It's the reason why I stumbled upon this drink. So this is not something that I make. I will make it for you. I'll flavor, do all the glitzy part.
Right.
But I did not make this. I found this on the internet.
All right. I can't
Listen.
wait.
Secret monk recipe.
Okay, right.
Listen.
Where did
She's
you
like,
find
listen.
this?
I was scrolling one night. I was sick of my damn job. I was working for a cardiologist at Mercy. I was looking like, you know what? I'm tired. I'm just scrolling. You know that uncontrollable scroll. It's just got a hold of you at 1 o'clock in the morning, and you got to get up and go to work, and you just scrolling. Yeah. And my mom, she was a diabetic, and she had just learned that she was a diabetic, and it was like tearing
It's
her
scary,
up.
right?
Yeah, she was passing out. Her sugar was spiked real high off eating barely even nothing. Then she was scared to eat, and then because she didn't eat,
Even made it worse.
exactly. So I'm like, bad scrolling through the night, and I seen this lose 5 pounds in 5 days. I was like.
He was like, come on,
Look,
man.
I was
That's a
much
treat.
bigger,
Uh-huh.
and I was thinking, I'm thick. I don't need to lose 5 pounds. What's 5 pounds?
5 pounds is a lot more when
Hell
you peel it
yeah.
off that body.
Ooh, baby.
It is.
But I was just, I wasn't looking to lose no weight. Keep scrolling. Now this is about 45 minutes later. I done scroll. I'm just about to go to bed, and then I see the same thing that says I'm looking for people who want to lose 5 pounds in 5 days that may have diabetes.
Ooh,
And
that's
you was like,
exciting.
ding.
That's
Yeah, I
right.
was
Like, wait a minute.
That's
Hold
right.
on. Because, if you replenish the body and get that gunk out and get some weight off of your body, the diabetes will cancel itself
Absolutely.
out. So I'm like,
People don't realize all this stuff that's happening to your body is what you put in your mouth. That saying you are what you eat is 100% true.
baby.
And I'm guilty, don't get me wrong.
Me too.
You seen me with them chips
Me
the other
too.
day.
Me too.
I'm not that bad, but I eat terrible shit, man.
And they so good. I understand.
They are.
Man.
There's
I
a whole
try,
thing
though.
where some of those restaurants, and I'm not going to name names, but their stuff is very smell specific. Mm-hmm. And when you smell it, you know exactly what it is. Mm-hmm. And you do.
Taste buds start going, them dopamines be like, oh, I need some of that, boy.
There you go. You see, there you go. That's predatory advertising that has worked. It got its hooks in you, brothers. Stop it. Come out. I'm the same
My
way.
brother's been preaching this for a couple years now.
I mean,
Ain't it
it's
crazy,
Stop eating
though?
that shit. Stop eating that
but
shit.
look how
He eats
long
healthy.
we've eaten the gunk.
You're right.
Oh,
Look
man.
how long that we've been addicted to the sugar. Look how
Right.
long that we
Since they brought it out.
You see kids, they don't go outside no more. They're not
Right.
playing. They're not running and
Right.
jumping.
They're
They're
not
climbing
exercising
trees.
at all.
Yeah, they're not doing nothing.
Beating each other up, none of that.
So just
Man, a
imagine.
good old ass whooping goes a long way.
When was the last time in age, in life that you can
Teach
remember?
you some respect when you get that ass whooped.
When was the last time do you remember doing something outdoors that had you outdoors all day long?
man, fishing, and it was a while ago. Pre the
Yeah.
I can't say that because we get out. We went down to Marietta during the summer, me and my brother and his kids and my Jimmy
There you
and a bunch of
go.
us.
Okay.
We went running around the Wayne National Forest down there. We had a good time.
Yep.
It was hot, boy. Ooh,
bet.
super hot in
Bet
them
you
woods.
drank some water that day, huh?
Oh, lots of it. I kept diving, dunking my head in the creek. We'd come down and go back up.
Okay.
We went down there originally because our family my grandpa had a cabin down there, which is gone now. But back in the day when we was kids, my brother heard a Bigfoot scream supposedly. So, and then his son got into scoring movies, and the first ones he did was this documentary movies called Small Town Monsters, and they're all on that stuff. So they was going to take this recorder down there and put it up in this hill where the cabin was and leave it there all summer. But something happened and it ended up not working. We got down there and it was goofy and it didn't work, but we ended up having fun anyway, just hiking through the woods. Long
Good.
story short, it was
That's
a good time.
That's good. Well,
Had all the kids
usually
and everybody.
everybody got a different answer.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's good that you're getting that exercise.
But that's a rare
in. But,
occasion, so.
yeah. So just imagine when you stop running and jumping and having fun, you start aging.
Mm-hmm.
You start.
Them joints start freezing up.
Ooh, them joints ain't no
You
joke.
don't. My brother's famous line is, "If you don't use it, you lose it." If you don't get your ass up out that chair,
I
boy,
say that all the time.
it's over.
I'm a big.
Once you
big-
sit down, our bodies wasn't meant to be sitting around. We were supposed to be out hunting and gathering, man.
Yeah,
Constantly.
that's why we lock
eating.
up.
We're not
Yeah.
supposed to eat 3 meals. We're supposed to just eat little shit all day long.
8
Good,
meals a
the
day.
shit that's good for you, not
Yeah.
not potato chips and
And don't eat past the hunger pain.
Hostess.
And that's it. Don't eat past the hunger pain. I
Right.
was 225 pounds. And I thought I was, I'm still a little juicy, but I work
ain't
on it.
nothing wrong with that.
There ain't nothing wrong with it at
nothing
all.
wrong with that at
And it's
all.
definitely all about self-love, because if you can't love yourself where you are, you would never see yourself anywhere else.
Amen to that.
Right.
Anywhere. So I'm telling you, have y'all
And
seen
there's
my
nothing
live in
wrong
the
with being
morning?
juicy if you're healthy, because juicy healthy is good, man.
I know that's
a
right.
good drink
How
right
your
there.
mouth wet.
Right.
Have you seen my live in the morning that I do?
I seen, yeah.
we
'cause
we
I'm
were
such-
watching it here, I think, last night and the night before.
Man, when I tell you,
I didn't
That-
catch it live this morning, but I seen after because I got up a
what
little
time you
late.
get up?
I normally get up around 9-ish o'clock,
Oh,
but sometimes I get up. I usually
I can't
usually
even
get up.
remember last time my body said sleep till 9.
Well, I don't sleep till 9. I usually
You
at
just don't
7
get up.
o'clock I'm up.
Okay.
But then it depends on whether do I want to get up and do something or do I feel like just laying here for a couple hours or something. So I don't have
I
to
get
be at
up
work
at
normally till 10 or
3:30.
11. So I'm like, eh. And then I stay up till 12 or 1.
Oh, no.
So that's kind of my schedule. But usually, man, I without no alarm, I'll get up at 7 every day.
What time you get up?
That's kind of a loaded question for me. Because, I've had high anxiety since I was about, 11 or 12.
Yeah.
And I've never had a really normal sleeping pattern since then.
Okay.
And I can't tell you why it's that way. I always just say I'm more wired for sound. I need to calm down. I'm glad I started meditating. It really helps.
Yeah, it does.
Quiets the mind.
What do you do when you meditate?
Separate
Put me
the
there.
mind from your body and remember that you are more than your physical body and go away, deep away.
Are you listening to anything? when you meditate?
Yeah. I have a pineal activation one that I really like that I will kind of do a flush out the visuals until
Yeah.
they stop, so you're really truly
Really,
separated.
yeah.
And then I have a hemi-sync one that I use, and it fires up both sides of the brain at the same time, and that's where I really get the distance.
Now my son's been messing
Okay.
with some of that stuff, man.
Yes,
and
he
I'll tell you
has.
what, he's got a YouTube channel, Dr. Boss Sample, and he's
Okay.
got a couple on there. And I'll tell you what, I put that some bitch on the one day, and it tickled my brain.
It's
Just
pretty
like
30
that.
seconds into it, I was like, whoa.
Yes, we were talking about that.
He's definitely
Tapped
reaching
into
out and
it.
touching something in them frequencies.
That's
Right.
good.
And there are things out there if you go
And that's
looking.
Look
They
deeper,
say,
yeah.
knock knocking the door is going to be open. Seeking you'll
But
find.
it's,
That
so-
hemi sync is what he was messing with.
and it is very good because it's a guided meditation and it is the hypnotic kind. So
Yeah.
you will get the distance, but the problem is, like with most meditations, you have to stay awake to a certain degree. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you fall over, it is, I call it the wall of sleep. Once you cross over to where you surrender that control, now you're sleeping. You have to stay just this side. And really,
Yeah.
your mind, the neural pathways that open up to you are really quite astounding. And careful what you wish for. Careful what you look for. You're what
be
it ends up
very,
being is
very careful.
that's right. That's right. I wanted to change the world, and I ended up changing myself because that's what you end up doing. You find
Yeah.
out where you're lacking, and you try to fix it.
That
whole
I almost dropped the F-bomb.
shadow self.
Almost.
Hey, and if
Got
you
it.
do,
It's just a quarter.
it's gonna go
Well,
to
I
humble
don't have no
creatures.
quarters.
I got you.
I love it. We've been staying really super clean,
Yeah,
man.
not even me.
Hey, I'm telling
Not
you,
even me.
your little
How's
thing
that,
worked.
Mrs. Budinsky? Take that. Take that.
I love it. That's good. My sleeping pattern
That's
is
Ed's
very
mom, by the
strange,
way.
though.
It's because of Ed's mom we started this. Her and my sister. Again. Shut up.
Okay.
I did fasting years ago, and
Yeah.
I made what I wanted to do a reality. I did the 44 days, and I was very pleased with myself as it was. And then I wanted to do the same thing with sleep, because there are, again, the 7 overlapping heavens. These things are all happening in synchronicity. So when you slow your vibration or you speed it up or whatever, when you start toying with your vibration, you see things very differently.
Yeah.
And you can, I don't know, it's always been about self-improvement for me. People look at you like you're a kooky new ager or whatever, but that's fine. I'm fine with that. It's about trying to be a better me at the end of the day. And I love Tom's the same way. He's not as vocal as I am about it, but when we're in private and talking about these things, well, I mean, I know you are. You are.
I'll be scaring everybody around here. Oh my God, he's mad. Let's go.
But you're very conscious of what's there. There seems to be a mass awakening right now. I think we can all agree on that. There's something very strange in the air. And a lot of people are becoming...
It's more than strange.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then most people aren't even aware of what's going on around them, with them. For one, they're just not in tune. And then two, they're too busy in their phones. I was standing out in front of the store today, and this dude come walking down the road, and he had earphones on and just never took his eye off his phone. Crossed the road. I was like, wow, man, you could just got ran over, bro, and didn't even know what hit you because you was too busy in that phone.
You ever see the where they record people doing that and they're walking into things?
I can't even. When I'm walking or doing something, my phone's in my pocket, man. I'm not trying to.
That's how you get robbed.
That's ridiculous,
real quick.
man. I don't know. You're right. I gotta be aware of my surroundings, man. I can't be. I don't know, man. I'm weird like that. If I'm on my phone, it's because I'm sitting down and not doing something else, man.
I'm in that rock bottom kind of place right now with what I'm about to do. And I'll tell you, I haven't had my phone for approximately 3 weeks. So I've hit your Wi-Fi a couple times to check in and do these little videos before we go live.
Right.
And aside from that, I've really disengaged from it. Now, yes, I have realized how integrated these things are in our lives now, because technically I'm homeless. And I don't have that address. I don't exist in a way. And I don't have that social footprint. And it's just so bizarre what a world we live in now and how integrated these things are in our lives. It just blows me away. I really am. I'm really amazed by it. Because I remember a time.
He just wanted to join the show, wasn't he?
He thought about it.
It wasn't like this. We remember that time. And today is the 23rd anniversary of 9/11.
Yeah.
It is.
That's pretty...
What was y'all doing 9/11?
I was in Hartville working on a house, trimming it out, and I was listening to Howard Stern, so I had every moment detail as it was happening, and I couldn't believe what I was listening to. I thought, I was like conflicted to whether pack my tools up and go home with my family, because I thought we was at war. When that first one went down, I was like, whoa. Yeah. And there was these Amish cats on the house next door putting a siding on, and I'm at the job by myself, and I'm like, oh my God, what do I do? What do I do? You know what I mean? And I go out and tell these guys, and they're looking at me like, what, bro? Like, what do you mean?
Okay.
You know, they didn't understand the significance of what I was trying to tell them. They probably, when they got home and was like, oh shit, that's what that dude was talking about. But it was, and what was really eerie was the house that I was working in was a direct line over the landing strip at Canton, Akron. So there was planes going over the house I was working on every 10 minutes, you know what I mean, landing or whatever. And boy, when that happened, it was like the crickets and the birds and everything stopped.
Do nothing.
I mean, it was so quiet because I went outside and I was like, wow. I mean, it was eerily quiet. It was almost quiet like when the eclipse happened and everything just kind of got like all the animals got real quiet.
Yeah, that was
just
creepy.
before it happened. If anybody was outside, they know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
everything just shut down, and that was the same thing, man. It was really weird, and I was just like, whoa. And then that's when I was like, oh man, I don't know. And I started calling everybody, finding out what the hell was going on, and like, what are we doing? And what's going on? Boom! And the Pentagon gets hit, and then boom!
Yeah.
You know, I was like, whoa! It was a crazy time, man, for our country.
I was a stay-at-home dad,
and now I just watched this thing.
I was in high school.
These other guys that do this, they do reaction videos. I missed that
fun
one
all night.
Because
But
you were
maybe.
working on a house. He was a stay-at-home dad.
Uh-huh.
And I was in high school.
High school?
Yeah. I was in 12th grade. Well, I was in 11th technically.
There you
but
go.
yeah.
So did they wheel out the TV still back then, or was it already up in the room? It was up
Oh,
in the
I
room.
bet they
already
was
up in the room.
freaking out too, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Because
it was eerily quiet in the school. And I was looking like, I felt like I was the only person that thought like, is the United States doing some weird,
What's
is going
going on?
on?
That's
like,
what
how do you just let this happen?
What's going on? This is exactly
I
what
was just
everybody's
getting
saying.
ready to say, these guys I watched to do reaction called the Hodge twins, they got a podcast now, and they had this lady on there, and she's talking about, she's got this book she's writing,
Uh-oh.
and she's got all this
The
information. She's
secrets.
going to end up dead.
Yeah,
I promise
see?
you, because she's got some serious. She was
Too
talking
many
about like that
secrets.
Mandalay Bay shooting.
Careful.
That there's all kinds of evidence that there was
Right.
like 5 different
Be
snipers
very,
in
very
that.
careful.
Yeah, and this chick was talking crazy, dude, and she claims she's got all the evidence too. She just ain't letting it out yet because she wants to get it all compiled and make sure that it all lines up to all the, you know what I mean? So they can't say, oh, well, this is a lie because of this and that.
Yeah.
And it was, man.
I am, I don't know. I woke up a little bit later in the morning that day. My mother had called me, I remember, to check on the boys because I had 2 sons that were 1, and Alec had just been born on June 29th, so he was a baby still.
Birthday
And
is June 26th.
she goes, look at that. She goes, are you watching the news? I was like, Mom, I'm a hippie. I got rid of cable months ago. I go, what are you talking about? I was like, I'm reading
about
books.
no?
I'm on the computer now, you know? And she's like, well, turn your computer on. She's like, we're under attack. And that was how I started my day. And my wife at the time was at work, and I had these 2 kids, and she wasn't allowed to come home. So I fired off a letter to corporate about how she should have been allowed to come home, you know? And
Hell yeah.
I was really upset, and she came home when she was able, but it was a very scary day because, like you said, ba-boom, 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 all these things
Right,
just
man.
happened, you know?
It was like, what's going on,
And
man?
there were
With
very
no
few
explanation.
Right.
right, very few answers and a million questions. And I tuned into the news that night, and there was a guy speaking for the Black Panthers, but he was Caucasian. He was from I don't know where, and he was spouting all kinds of crazy stuff with these brothers next to him with assault weapons and in full regalia, you know. And he was talking about how the U.S. had stolen some money, and that's why this is
Yeah,
happening.
I heard
and
that
I was
too.
like, whoa, what am I watching? And they weren't talking about what had just happened, you know? And people were saying this is why it happened. And there were some other stories too about very large millions and millions of dollars
And
disappearing
artifacts
Yeah.
also.
around all of this.
Artifacts
Man.
also.
And I heard that too, but I heard that after Shock and Awe. After Shock and Awe happened,
Certain
there was
artifacts.
a 7-day window where all the museums, things were either hidden or sacked. And a lot of things got returned, but I think there's still a lot of things
Oh, come on.
incognito. Incognito. They're out there.
Yeah.
Our boy Gary's down there in Florida, so he ain't in the chat. He's probably, I don't know. Where you at, Gary? He's
Yeah,
probably
we-
watching, but
We haven't had the
thanks
answer on
everybody
the
for
movie.
hanging out,
Yeah.
tuning in.
So what made you go looking at this in particular besides that personally? Were you having any health issues or anything that made you want to?
Actually, let me see. Yes. At that time, my gallbladder was trying to explode, and nobody knew what was wrong with me.
Oh, how old were you? That's young for that. It sounds like.
32, I believe.
Wow.
33. Yeah,
I hear that's really, really painful.
it is.
I'm sure any of that
It was
type
like,
of shit, painful shit.
It felt like a balloon. Imagine a balloon filled up with a little bit of water, right?
Right.
And then a brick in the balloon expanding.
Ooh,
Yeah. And that ain't even possible.
Man.
Yeah. So the side effects were passing out, sweating,
I bet.
stomach just feel like it's like you either got to shit or throw up. Something's gonna happen.
And you were an LPN at this time?
No,
No.
no. I was still a STNA, medical assistant. Yeah. So I was confused. Like, what is happening? What I have a kid, a special need kid. Like,
And I'm passing out and shit.
so I would literally just scoop him up and get him close as I could.
Hold on, huh?
And I would just pass out. And it would be anywhere
That's
from
scary.
20 minutes to 2.5, 3 hours.
And then that poor kid probably don't know what
I
the
woke
hell's
up, he
going
was just
on.
like,
I'm like, oh, mom will be back in a minute, I guess, huh?
I'm like, dude.
You just over there sleeping again. She'll be all right.
Yeah.
Way of surprising you sometimes.
And yeah, it was bad.
They surprise you in funny ways sometimes.
Yeah, they do.
Mm-hmm.
So when we found the drink, I was like, you know, my mom, she didn't want to drink it by herself.
Right.
Cause she's like, no, you telling me I can fix my diabetes? You know, I've been trying to do all this, eating different, drinking water, working out. It's not working.
Right.
I'm like, I'll drink it with you. Started drinking it. I think we drunk it for 90 days. Her A1C came down from an 8.2, down to like a 7.3. I'm like,
Something to this.
I think this is my thought process. If we just keep drinking it,
Right.
it only could just go lower.
Right.
But when do you stop drinking it?
Never, because
Right.
it's good for your body.
Right.
We still drink it. I drink it every day.
Right.
Mine is mango.
Why would you want to stop drinking it if it's healthy and
Mango.
doing good
Man.
things, man? Shit.
I like mango.
And they wanted to do an emergency removal of my gallbladder.
Oh, surgery.
But I'm a single parent.
Right.
So
Right.
I didn't have a babysitter
Oh.
to have surgery.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So I'm like, let me just drink this juice. Hopefully it'll help you. It should help me.
Right.
I still have my gallbladder.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's amazing, man. Okay,
Yeah.
you're selling me. You're selling me, lady.
Man, when
the
I
lady
tell
is selling
you,
me.
it's something different. It's like, what'd you call it earlier? The juice? What'd you say?
I don't even
Wicked
know.
juice.
Oh, wicked juice. The magic elixir.
Man, it is.
Yeah, I
it's
said
something
wicked juice. Yeah, that's what I
wicked.
said.
Kept my gallbladder, lowered my blood pressure, got off of hyperthyroidism medication.
That's awesome.
Wow.
and
that's good.
now my mother's A1C is down to a 5 and has stayed there. And between the two of us, we have literally melted off, shrank off over 100 pounds
Oh,
between the
Nice.
two of us.
That's awesome.
Gotta give her a hand for that one.
Man.
Look at
You
you.
let me set down this sugary drink. Because I put some chocolatey stuff in there.
Yeah. But yeah, it's been a journey just, learning that I cut out meat at first. That was the first thing that I did.
What made you do that?
Every
Just out of curiosity.
time I ate meat, it would literally just make me just be backed up. And it was hurting. It was so much just packed in there. It was just hurting so
Right.
bad. My system just wouldn't digest it. And that was right before COVID. So yeah, I was at OP.
Now-
Sorry. Yeah.
Would you happen to have like Crohn's or something like that?
No. They told me I didn't have any of that. When I tell you I was getting so many tests, I was
That's
tired
crazy.
of being pricked. I was tired of being in tunnels. I was tired. I was like, what is going on?
Right.
Like all these different tests and nobody could figure out what was wrong with me. And I was
it's
like,
scary.
yeah.
When you're nondescript.
Because
Yeah.
Gary and
They
Dennis
don't
both
know.
have Crohn's disease, and you can't eat they can only like pork and chicken,
Yeah,
basically,
see,
as far
that-
as meats wise.
Digestive system can be very weird if you're not cleaning it out
Right.
like on a regular basis.
Absolutely.
And the way that the food is right now, everything is
processed.
unhealthy.
Everything.
So nothing is
all
coming in and coming back out. You know what I mean? It's stopping in little pieces from everything that you eat. It's just
and
sitting
then
in
blocking
your
up
gut.
the stuff inside is supposed to be pulling in the good stuff.
Better eating, better living.
Yeah.
Happy cows, happy cheese.
It's a lifestyle change.
And it truly is.
And it's only a lifestyle change because do you love the life that you're living, the style that you're living in?
Right.
If not, then you gotta change it.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't happen overnight. It's not
Nope.
something that you can just say, I want to stop doing this.
I tell you, the biggest way is to don't bring the shit in your house.
Yeah.
Because I used to get like little Hostess cupcakes and shit like that to snack on here and there or whatever. And by God, if it's here, you'll fucking eat it. Boom, there it is.
Hey,
it's
for the
a-
puppies.
It's a mental thing.
Right.
So I
You
quit
gotta-
buying that shit.
You're right. It is.
But
a
even
mental
if you
thing.
go somewhere else, if your mentality is not strong enough to say no,
Mm-hmm.
to have enough discipline at somebody else's house, at somebody else's function, then it's just like you might as well have it in your own house.
Right. True
So
that.
it's a mental thing, and
It's a
once
very
you
mental thing.
when you get that mental down, when you say, you know what, I'm not doing that.
Oh man, I'm that guy that goes to KFC. Give
See?
me that 10-piece. I want all thighs. I like them thighs. I'm a big believer in the thighs.
You gotta
And
be
then
careful with
after-
them thighs.
That's right. And I'll get
Gotta
that
be
mashed
careful.
taters and gravy
Me
from
likes
the
them.
Colonel. Oh yes, that's like it's better.
Me
It's
likes
as good
that.
as ice
See?
cream.
Everything's
Good as ice
addiction.
cream.
It's an
Likes that
addiction.
dog.
And
I'm
I'll
telling
eat-
you.
I will do my best to eat all 10 pieces of that chicken. I'll at least eat the skin. I'll get the
Okay.
skin out all of it. That's the
Lick.
flavor.
But then that's
bone.
another thing. It's not always what you eat, but how much you eat.
Right.
That's right.
So, you
Yeah,
know,
small
you
portions.
could eat 5
That's right.
and save 5 for later.
That's right. And now I'm there now. So like I'm not going to say that I'm a vegan or anything, but post cancer, and it was in my waterworks. They took my right kidney. I found out how important water is. That's all I drink now. I don't drink any soda pop really for if I'm out to dinner, yeah, I might get a Coke. And
Yeah.
that's the only time. I don't drink alcohol at all. I completely exercised it. And that was a huge reason why as well. And
Full of sugar.
I drink black coffee still. And I'll put chocolate in it because I always love chocolate coffee. That's just always put
When he comes over here and steals my quick.
But yeah, and it is. You're right. It starts as a lifestyle change because it is. Because now you're altering your chemistry and what makes you tick, and you start thinking different.
I was just about to say you start thinking clearer.
That's right.
It's like you can then see all the rest of the moves that you need to make to be healthy.
There you go.
You start removing people. You stop
Oh, that's
going
a
in
big
certain
one.
places.
People
You-
start removing you too. People
Hey.
start removing
Oh,
you.
yeah.
Oh, real quick. But that's a good thing.
That's
Right.
your energy
We
changing.
think it's bad because and I just went through that stage.
Because you think
I
you're
lost all
losing
my
your
friends.
peoples. But they wasn't your friends to begin
Look
with.
at that.
You're ascending. You're
And-
going somewhere where you're supposed to be, and then you'll attract what's supposed
right
to be
folks.
with
I
you.
preach it all the time.
You know,
you
and-
gotta understand that when you start elevating,
That's how you're
you
sitting
start
here.
separating.
That's right. You're right. And it's like Rumi said, let it all go and see what remains. I love that.
Yeah.
It's so simple, but so really, really real when you get down to it, because I did the gentle art of Swedish death cleaning when I literally thought I was going to die. I was a 50-50, it felt like. And I don't know. I was looking at hospice possibly. And I remember that I saw that show, and it was all about doing that, because your kids don't want to deal with that stuff.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
man.
It's up to you to deal with it while you're alive. And if you want to give them something, give it to them while you're alive, so they can enjoy it and you can see them
Yep.
enjoy it and have those memories together, And like, I don't know.
And you know what? Nobody ever says, and I said this a couple weeks ago, nobody ever tells a healthy person, thank you for taking care of yourself.
That's right.
Nobody ever just stops and
Wow.
say, thank you for
That's
believing in
crazy.
you. Thank you that
Because
you
you're
said,
100% right.
I want to be here. So I'm going to do what I have to do to be healthy, to stay healthy, to
Right.
thrive, to be in a good mood, to be happy. You're choosing to be happy. You're choosing not to give in to the negative energy.
Because that
it's
negative
everywhere.
energy will hurt you.
Hell yeah.
People don't understand, man. That shit will eat you up, boy.
You got that right, man.
And it come from the people that you love the most.
I always say that. We give them the most power. That's why. We do, because we love them. And if you're an empath, it really hurts.
Yeah,
That's a tough one.
it is.
It is a catch-22.
Where I
But-
keep hearing bells ringing in the background, dude. Like a.
I hear it. I do too.
Okay.
I hear
I
it.
thought I
know.
was tripping. I sound like a phone or
Did
something.
you? Yeah. Okay. I was just.
All right.
Oh, I was like, it's been doing that. And I'm like, man, am I freaking out or am I really hearing this shit? Okay.
Let's go crazy.
I'm like, man, I keep hearing this freaking phone ringing in the background. What the
There it
hell
is.
going?
Did you hear it?
I was talking. I
See,
didn't. Yeah.
I think it's something that they're.
You're right. He's
Yeah.
playing an electronic kit. I think he's got something on. He does.
Well, he wasn't playing though.
I love it.
Maybe.
It's so funny because we always talk about how that first hour is kind of tough sometimes, but we're almost there, you know. And it's like I love where we're going.
How long do you guys normally stay on?
Oh, we'll go as long as we need
We
to.
normally go 2 hours
Right.
most of the time.
You go usually, yeah,
We've done a 4-hour show.
just to see if we'd get through it.
See,
And he played. They
I,
played the
look,
whole
I
time.
need to come over on the weekend.
Oh, we
I get up at 3:30 in the morning. Yeah,
God.
I'm
You gotta go
telling
milk the
Right.
cows.
It's something.
Damn. 3:30. That's what the sun come on.
I do that at 5 o'clock. My body just wakes up at 3:30.
Well, when you
I
get
call
into
my
the habit,
mom
of
at
your
4.
body just starts doing it.
Yeah.
It's like, get up.
I
time
do
to-
that run
time
because
to
of my
get something
mom.
on.
She be
Yeah.
wanting to do that. I don't be wanting to do that shit.
She's like,
That's
not
so
me,
funny
man.
that you said that too, because
Man.
I started getting up at 3:30 every morning and stretching. I'm a big believer in stretching.
It's so peaceful.
right. a
Because
half
the
hour.
world,
Everybody
the
else
world
is
is
asleep.
Yeah.
My favorite time. I love
Anything that
writing,
I
man.
don't do as a parent before I go to bed,
Right.
all my chores, I get up and do them in the morning.
I love writing then.
Man.
In the wintertime, that's the best.
Well,
Everybody's
that's kind of what I
asleep.
was
Or
saying.
meditating.
With me getting up in the morning, I usually get up and maybe I'll do dishes or
Yeah.
I'll go back in the studio and mess around or something.
Lady tonight. We have the
Depends.
lady.
And
I tell you, the boys sound really good tonight.
yeah,
What kind of music are you into, lady?
Right now, it's just, I got to do the old school. This music they got, right?
I'm with you.
Yeah,
they're doing too much.
it is.
I don't know.
And you know, they just keep switching the beats. So it's
Right.
beats from when we was kids, you know what I mean? But the lyrics, the lyrics they got
Terrible.
with these beats, oh.
I heard some really cool stuff last night. Black Rain and me were out there for 45 minutes, and he was playing some really
Shout
cool.
out.
Rain is ready to go, baby. I keep telling him I want to hear a full length.
He wants to jam with the band. Oh,
Yeah, that's
he
right.
froze up, guys.
Oh, did we?
I think we're still on, but the camera froze.
Okay, I see. You're right. The audio's bumping. Last time you were able to do some kind of a little bit of magic there. Let's see what happens.
See if Z gets it going for us.
That's right. It seemed to work last time. It'll probably work.
Sorry.
The audio is so good tonight. I love it. You did a great job of balancing it all out.
Yeah.
How
That's
old
why I
were
said
you?
I can get used to this.
How old were you whenever you found out you were having a baby?
Oh, I was 25.
Boom! That's a good year, but you're young. Were you ready
Yeah.
for it?
I was not. No, I wasn't. I was 26. I had just, my birthday had just passed. I was 26. And then I was 4 months pregnant and I didn't know.
Oh,
Yeah.
surprise, surprise.
Yeah. Some bullshit.
Right. Oh, man, I'm going to tell you what. It's a
That
surprise.
was the weirdest thing ever, how I found out I was pregnant, but that's a whole nother story. But I was terrified. 26 years old. And
All right, I'm
about-
picturing this because you're a beautiful lady. Was this guy like a...
I was huge.
Wait a minute.
I was
No
like the
way.
Michelin Man.
Are you really?
Yes, I was. I was like the Michelin Man. I was
Stop
huge.
lying to me. Stop lying to
Man.
me. Stop lying to me.
Man, when I went into labor, I think I was like 235, 240.
All right. Well, that's what happens, man. Now, was your man
Yeah,
with
but
you?
I was 170,
Okay, well,
175.
it's a big switch. Now, was your man with you throughout it?
No.
Okay, see, I was with my...
Doing all the eating and
donuts.
snacking, I did eat a lot of Mexican food.
That was your craving?
That was my craving.
Oh, man.
I didn't have no weird cravings. I didn't have morning sickness.
What's
I
your
didn't
boy?
even
What's your boy's name?
Messiah.
Okay. Oh, what a great name.
Yeah.
That's a great name.
He was the first baby of 2014 in Northeast Ohio.
That's a great name.
Yep. New Year's Day.
Come on. Wow.
Yeah.
Celebrate. Huh?
Yeah. I haven't celebrated the adult way since he got here. Now I have all the kids. We are swimming. We're shooting the little dart guns, blowing
Right.
bubbles.
Right.
We're doing the absolute most for New Year's Day.
The
New Year's
Michelin
Eve.
Man. I can't believe you said the Michelin
I
Man.
was huge. I'm peanut peanut butter now, but that was not.
Hot fudge.
I was like a little piece of burnt charcoal.
Classics, right? Is that where you're listening to the old school stuff?
Yeah, I do like the old school. So I'm a big Michael Jackson fan. I love Michael Jackson, man.
Okay,
That
now,
used to be my.
you said
That was
you
my
were
husband.
in high school. Okay, well, I was out when when Thriller came out.
Okay.
That was a big deal.
Yeah.
It was a huge deal
It
because
was.
it was that. I was talking the other day about it. It was that, and then it was Bruce Springsteen, Born in the USA.
Yeah.
I want my MTV, Dire Straits, and then it was Van Halen, 1984,
Yeah.
and that was a huge one. And then, oh man, I'm almost there. Then I think it was the following year.
So you was here when it was happening.
it was.
I happened after it happened.
It was Prince. I think it was Prince. I could be wrong, but I think it was Prince because when Purple
Yeah,
Rain came
yeah,
out,
I was just about to say
woo, that did it for Thriller for me. Thriller was good, but it wasn't as good as Let's Go Crazy and that crazy darling Nikki, man. Ooh, that's a dirty
that.
song.
Man.
Met her in a hotel lobby, masturbating. He had that voice, that he could alter. I love that about him.
Yeah.
Are we still running?
Still running.
Okay.
We just don't have no audio or video. We might have to stop and restart. I don't know what's going on.
Well, do you want to run the hour on audio and make it to an hour and then stop? Are we close?
6.
How many minutes would that be, Tom? 6 minutes? Do you want to do it so it ends on a round number? That's pretty cool. I see she's making the switch really fast here.
Yeah, she's definitely doing it.
And the screen popped right back up because that was always a thing. Okay, if it pops out, we'll be right back, everybody.